second and I'll be right back, y'all. Salutations, daydreamers and stargazers. If you clicked on this video, that means, baby, you have found the spaceship. As it means of paying homage to the beautiful women of color who came before me, I go by Josephine. Now, before we catch flight amongst the stars, past the stratosphere, there is some guidelines, and in particular one guideline that I would like for us to go over so that we all can stay grounded in reality, okay? And that is, please kick off your shoes at the threshold, okay? There is no need for you to be plopping your dirty souls and malcontent into the comment section, okay? I am not saying that we all have to agree with each other and or share the same views, okay? But one thing that we all can agree on, all right, is to be respectful about it, okay? I hope that makes sense. Just keep it cute. Keep it respectful. Even if you disagree. Disrebeat. LOL, what is disrebeat? Just be cute about it, okay? Because I hate to use the block button, but if ever I have to, I will respectfully, all right? But if we all can agree upon that, then I think that it's safe to say, come on in, all right? Come on in, grab a seat, buckle up. Upon request, we do have some complimentary solar flip-flops, okay? Some galactic chocolates, all right? And some space lines for you upon request, okay? Anyway, all right. Now at this point in the game, this is video 2, okay? For the channel, for the spaceship. I, since posting my first video, have not really checked on it, okay? I'll be real honest about it. I had to just get it out there, and then I had to just leave it be. Because I figured if I pine over it or hawk on it or see how many people have you versus comment, or even if anybody commented, then it would give me a very grand burst of anxiety that I don't want in life, okay? I don't want it. So, because of that, if you've had the opportunity to watch my first video, it is available on my channel. If not, it's okay. You can circle back around. You know, you can spin the block. You know, you can hop back on the ship for another visit. I don't want to make a big deal about it. But that's your business. Okay. Another thing about my first video, I did a one take. I was a one take shorty. Okay, I did a once through, and I realized I didn't tie up the story as seamlessly as I could. So updates on that story. So ultimately, the other members of the group decided to venture on and do their own podcasting attempt. I did not have the opportunity to watch it because at that point in my life, I had sunken deep. I was drifting into the sunken place. Continue on in their endeavors. So I never want to make it seem like I'm like sneak dissing or a hater, because that's not the purpose of anything that I post. It's more or less to be a little bit more reflective on the lessons that I've learned on my timeline, because perspective is everything. And I'm a firm believer that our stories can, I'm really not trying to be cheesy when I say this, but our stories can light the way in understanding for someone else. You know, there's multiple ways that you can gain wisdom, right? One way being through trial and error, which is cool, you get firsthand experience. And another is, by observation. It's better to cut. Wait, what is it saying? Okay, I don't want to use too many analogies in one row, so let me give some time. Okay. It's better to measure twice and cut once than to measure once and cut twice. Let that sink in. Anyway, all right, guys. So the reason for the season, for the second video, I'm not gonna lie to you. Your girl definitely received first degree embarrassment in this story time, but it was also a very interesting point on my timeline that I thought I would share with you guys, okay? So, now that it seems like everyone's settled, I had to give y'all a little bit of time to get adjusted, to get ready, sink your little toesies in my space shag carpet, you know what I'm saying? Because it's stellar, it's intergalactical, you know what I'm saying? And it's shag carpet, baby. Only the finest for my passengers. Anyway, by the way, I definitely want shag carpet. Not in like all of my home, but literally in a patch of my home, the home that I'm calling into existence, y'all, because my baby asked for a backyard and a front yard so she can invite her friends over and play. So I'm calling it into existing, y'all, that I am gonna get a house soon. Okay? A way will be made, and I'm gonna get my baby a house and a patch of shag carpet. Okay? Either mauve, like a mauve pink, a emerald green, okay? Or a royal blue, sure will. Don't ask me how I'ma get it, baby, but I know it's on the way. Anyway, so let's hop back in my way back to a very crucial time in my work life. Because I think that it's very important to kind of touch bases on everything. Because y'all, once again, as I stated in my first video, your girl is an official auntie, okay? And it wouldn't be right of me to come in and parlay with you if I didn't give you the game, give you the wisdom. You feel me? Now, and I'm gonna touch on a little bit of everything, okay? So in this episode of many ways that TT Josephine embarrassed herself in public, in a public place, in a public forum. Lord, I'm stalling because the trauma is still there. I cannot, but anyway, let's go back. Let's set the scene. Okay, so we're gonna hop back to right after I moved back from Austin. Okay. Now, as we get older and we decide to relocate to either different cities, different towns, or different states, and some of us, we venture to different countries. For those of you passport girlies, I am so proud of y'all. Your girl is a 30-something, and on my 30th birthday, I rode on a plane for the first time. I feel like I said that in my first video, but just to emphasize just how limited I was in my thinking, or dare I say, how apprehensive I was to explore when I was younger and before I had my kids. So I am definitely pro y'all getting out there and y'all traveling. Okay, be safe. You know what I'm saying? Buddy system. If you go somewhere by yourself, let somebody know where you are. Someone important. Just don't be telling everybody where you at. I don't think that's a smart thing to do. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no melanated taken situations up in here. Okay, all up and through. But I definitely am pro people figuring out what you want, traveling, taking that time for yourself. Me time is self-growth time. Me time is you figuring out what you need for yourself, sans someone else's interference in your growth. Okay? Y'all don't get me started, okay? Because TT got time today. Well, anyway, so in this part of my life, I spent about 3 years in Austin. For the first time, moved away from home after an attempt in college, like community college out here where I live. I went to Austin. I was like, you know what? Let me try something new. Tried a whole bunch of new things, but we'll get there. So I came back home and I was feeling, let's just say I was feeling a little defeated. Sorry about that, guys. My phone had the audacity to remind me that it needs to install some updates. First of all, don't come here for me unless I send for you, phone. That is so disrespectful. So, you know, we'll figure it out. But so anyway, because you know maybe my phone was like, you rambling, girl, you rambling. I just moved back from Austin, and my mom, and mind you, when I was in Austin, I did a lot of customer service based jobs, and though they served their purpose, I was kind of burnt out from customer service type gigs, I guess you can say. So my mom, she, you know, helped me update my resume, and then I got put on with my first corporate gig as a temp. I'm about to be downtown. I'm gonna be a downtown girly. It kind of switched my thinking, because I was a little hard on myself. I was a little down, but I was like, you know what? This is perfect. So I had worked like, you know, some little customer service gigs to get a new car. Y'all, me and cars got a thing going on. All right. Up until recently, when I can definitely say my life has mellowed out, your girl was abusive to her vehicles. Okay, but we'll get there. That's a story for another day. I had just gotten my Nissan Versa. And shout out to the Nissan products, okay? I am a fan. Baby, I am a fan of a Nissan. And at the time, that Versa had me zooming, because it was a little car, but it was spacious on the inside. It was great on gas. Maintenance was a breeze. Like, I love that car. I really, really love that car. So, you know, I just got a new car. You know, I was starting a new gig. And basically, my mom was like, you know, this is a time for you to hold on, I'm sorry, I'm checking for my baby because he is a roamer, so I have to make sure he's asleep. So if you hear any noises back there, it's because his little behind then started going. Anyway, my mom, you know, she was giving the pep talk like, you know, this is your bounce back season. So I'm like, okay. I felt like it was a melanated Sex in the City type vibe. This was a fresh start. Anyway, now for my peeps out there, there's different types of jobs, right? When you are a temp, when you go through a temp agency and you're working for a very posh, you know, corporation, you are kind of like in this like purgatory state, because you have the access to the job and the funds, of course, because you're working, but you do not have access to the facilities and to the benefits of being a full-time employee. Okay, so even though I had got this posh, super fancy job downtown, you know, on like the 10th, 11th floor. So your girl was up there, you know what I'm saying? I had to press the button. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. There was a security / like doorman or whatever, elevator man, who would ask you what floor you're going on, and he would press the button for you with his little mittens on. Like, it was so posh, bro. I felt so fancy. Anyway, even though I had access to all these things in the facilities, baby, I did not have the benefits that came along with it. So while all of the full-time employees or permanent employees would get like a pass to park in the garage, I had to pay per day, per diem, to park in the garages. And they were like, yeah, I'm sorry, honey, it is a perk of being full-time since you are a temp. If you do decide to use the parking garage, it's gonna be like $15.95 per day. So baby, $16 to park for 8 hours. Ciao. And I mean, I'm working here temp because I need the money. I'm not gonna have time to be sitting here trying to pay that money like that, and then, you know, drive in traffic to hopefully find a visitor parking space in this, you know what I'm saying? It was just too much. It was just too much. So I was like, you know what? This is not going to work for me. And my mom was like, you know what? You can always commute. And I'm like, oh, take the train? Now, I am very familiar with the train system at this point. Or am I? I'm going to say I am. Maybe. Am I? I'm familiar enough. So, actually, those escapades probably came after this job, but it's exciting. So my mom's like, you know, you can park your car and then you can commute on the train downtown. She used to do it all the time, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, you know what? Cool, let's do that. So, you know, I parked at the transit, get on, ride about 35 minutes into the city, get out, have like a little 10-minute brisk walk, and boom, I'm at this posh building. Okay. And it was so dope. It was a whole new world. Right? Now, mind you, when I lived in Austin, you know, I did commute on the buses and everything. Personal choice is whatever. That's a story for another day. And then I had to go through downtown, and it was like a whole vibe as well, but it was just different. I just felt different because, you know, I guess I was starting anew. So it was different, you know? Anyway, so gosh, I feel like I'm stalling. Right now because I'm eventually have to tell you guys what's what, okay? But so cringy. So let's just set the scene a little bit more because I'm just not ready to get there yet. It was such a traumatic day. It's one of those days where whatever triggers the memory, it just sends a chill up your spine and you feel the embarrassment all over again. Because in my mind, because I'm a very visual thinker, so in my mind it's like, because ultimately I end up sharing this embarrassing moment with someone, so that other person, I just know every so often they'll think about this moment, the shared moment we had, and they'll be like, damn, I remember this one time, and then that person and some other stranger is going to be laughing at me. Oh, cringy. Okay, let me get to the story. Anyway, so over the span of me being here at this posh facility, I'm doing a great job. And because I'm always late, with arriving on the train, there's no way for you to be late. Because if you miss a train, then you have to be subjected to the train schedule. So it's the difference whenever you're a commuter between you getting there either on time or early, or like hella late. Hella late. Okay, so there's no in between. And because I like to ride the time audacity Okay, my time audacity management skills are audacious. Okay, I should be ashamed of myself sometimes at how late I be. And then when I'm thinking about it, like, damn, how could I have been this late? And then it's like, this happened and that happened, and this happened and that happened, but there's no excuse. So because I really want to do a good job at this job, girl, use better words. Improve your vocabulary. Try that again. Let me reword that. Because this was a great opportunity for me to seek growth with the company, I wanted to do a good job. That means I wanted to be on time, which means your girl was doing everything in her power to be on time. All right, keep that in mind. So I would get to the train station speeding, running through lights if I had to. I would park, and usually because of my time lapse tendencies, okay, I'm shuffling. Okay, your girl is shuffling to the train station, and usually, park just on two wheels, park, scoop, make sure I have everything, shuffle to the train station, get on the platform, make it just in time or a few minutes before the train comes, get on the train, and then I've made it. I've done the part. I've done the thing. All right. But I always was making it on time. All right. Now, one thing about train culture, especially when you're commuting, you have a tendency to run into the same people every day. You may not see these same exact faces like verbatim, but after a while, certain people, you see them every time, okay? You just do. Y'all may not get on the same cart or the same train door, but you do end up seeing the same people, all right? Especially if they're commuter. Well, there's this one gentleman. Okay, y'all, let's take some time. I'm really terrible at describing people, so I'm going to do my best, but just open up your mind's eye and come in with me. Come walk with me, okay? So there's this one gentleman. We're going to call him Train Boo. He was so fine. And every time that I, slightly perspiring, shuffled my goofy behind up to the platform, I would always run into him. Even once physically ran into him, but we don't have to talk about that. Because I had a misstep and almost fell. But we don't have to talk about that either. So I was having real Alicia Keys, you don't know my name vibes with this man. So he was fine. Let's see, he was about 6 foot even. Not too tall, not too short. Broad shoulders. Big feet, but we don't know what that means. You can have big feet and that not mean nothing. But we don't have to talk about that either. Okay. Killmonger hair. It was all over the place. It was, real kinky. It was locked, real kinky. But, he kept it edged up. And I'm going to say this. I know it's not going to sound attractive, but I swear on him it was. So he had the Killmonger hairstyle updo, and he had an Anthony Hamilton beard. Y'all, I know that combination sounds suspect. Okay, because literally what I just told you was he was average height with broad shoulders and big feet, so he looked like a beanpole. He had nappy hair and a scraggly beard, and he looked like he was up to something. I know that he was always looking at something. I know that does not seem like the best description, but he was well put together. He smelled nice. His beard was scraggly, but in a good way, if that makes sense. Like, it was patchy, but he kept it lined up. So it was patchy, but at least he had a line up on it. So even though it was scant, It was like somebody just closed their eyes and was like, pop, 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 pop. And then just made sure it was all lined up. I don't know how to describe it well, but he was attractive. Okay, let's just say that. He was attractive. I found him attractive. He was attractive and he smelled good. Okay, let's just leave with that, okay? So like I said, I've seen this man every day. And I, like a promise kept, was that creepy Alicia Keys in the corner like, ooh. Yo, it was bad. It was really bad. I even attempted to have a conversation with him one day. The brother, I say all that to say, the brother was not feeling me, okay? I always thought I was kind of cute, kind of like quirky cute, like, you know, like, she's cute, but, you know, she goofy. But it's safe to say homeboy was not feeling me. And I accepted it, but in my heart of hearts, I just knew we could have that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, one day after work, he's having a tough day, I'm having a tough day, and like, he'll say something kind of like quirky, and I would say something quirky, our eyes would meet, we'd be like, hey, you want to go get like drinks? And then we would like go get drinks, and you know, we would realize that there's a lot of chemistry, but we're just friends, you know what I'm saying? And then we would have like that will they, won't they type of engagement for like years, you know, like 2-3 years, but we're cool. Like one day, years later, we'll have that moment again, and it's like he'll whisper in my ear, I should have kissed you at that fountain outside of the art exhibit that one time we met up for tacos. And I'll be like, you should have. And then it'll be like, QC. I just knew I was gonna have that moment with this man. He just didn't know it yet. I understand now. That was not gonna happen. And to add injury, what is it saying? To add battery to injury, or injury to battery. To add bruises to the banana. The banana being my ego, and the bruises being what this man did to me. Oh God, y'all, it's tough. Okay, I really need to rip the Band-Aid off because I feel my face getting warm. Okay, so on this one particular day, mind you, at this point, I've been working with the company for almost 6 months. I just did my review, told me that I was doing a good job, offered me an extension for my temporary position. I accepted it. I was feeling good, feeling great. I woke up early, made breakfast, made lunch, had my little tumbler with the limes, with the little thing of honey I kept in my backpack. You know what I'm saying? I was literally prepared for the day, and this was just a win for your girl. All right, I was feeling so good. I get to the train station early. I have my go bag ready. All right, so not only do I have my breakfast and my lunch, I eat my breakfast in the car because I don't want to eat it on the train. That seems disgusting. You know, because you gotta pick and choose your battles, right? On the train, I am not about to put anything in my mouth. I gotta touch stuff. I gotta sit down. I gotta be next to people. If it shake, I might brace myself. I do not want to have to brace myself and then eat a bagel. I'm just not gonna do it. So for breakfast, by the way, I made a bagel. It was like either the cinnamon raisin bagel with peanut butter and a little honey drizzled on top, or it was the blueberry bagel, same toppings. Either way, because I can't remember, you know, life. I can remember how embarrassed I was, but I can't remember which bagel because I had both. Anyway, so here we go. I'm in the car, I eat my bagel, I'm listening to my music, you know, I'm fixing my makeup, And by makeup, I mean the basics, like eyebrows, eyelashes. I'm sorry, I didn't really wear eyelashes back then. I just started wearing eyelashes within the past like year or so. But, mascara, eyeliner, lip gloss. So, I eat my bagel, wipe my face up. Remember I said that. I put my little liner on and my lip gloss. And then I have about 10 minutes to spare. So I pack up all my things. My go bag consists of my honey, my tumbler with my tea stuff, some wet wipes, my mascara, my lip glosses, my favorite, the trifecta, a little tube of Vaseline. And did I mention the wet wipes? Yeah. Tampons and pads, just in case Mother Nature comes unexpected and unwantedly. So, I just have my little pack with everything in it. I do it once over, I get out, and then I walk up calmly. I don't have to even shuffle. I wait, I get on the train, and on this day, because I was early, I wasn't expecting to see Train Boo. Okay, I wasn't expecting to see Train Boo, but I did. We're in the same cart, and because I came earlier, it was way more people in each cart. So we're standing pretty much next to each other. All the sitting seats have been taken, and there's just enough space for you to stand up and hold on to the little thing. So we're standing next to each other. I got my little headphones in, I'm just kind of singing to myself. I smell good. I look great. I had on these cute little slide-ins that I had just bought. This is around the time where I wore the pointed toe. So I had on these little boot cut slacks. All right, so it kind of cinched a little bit at the knee and came out a little bit. Had a cute belt on. Your girl had a cute cardigan on. Baby, I was ready for the day. All right. Hair was doing what it was supposed to. Okay. It was such a vibe. I noticed he kept looking at me. And in my mind, I'm thinking, this is the day. This is the day that Train Boo is going to holler, or at least acknowledge me and be like, you want to go get drinks? But he just kept staring at me. And I'm just like, what's going on? I'm like, why is he looking at me? And I'm feeling myself. So I'm like, it doesn't matter. Today's a great day. Today is such a great day. I don't even care if he's looking and too intimidated to say anything. Now, mind you, if you know anything about trains, there's all kind of reflective surfaces. Okay? You can see your face in a whole bunch of different surfaces. Okay? So, I'm like, what is he looking at? Because he just keeps looking at me, and he has that little stupid look on his face. It's stupid to me now, but back then I'm like, what is he looking at? Like, what is it? What does he want? Y'all. I feel it. I feel the embarrassment bubbling up. Oh, God. So, I'm oblivious. 30 minutes worth of obliviation. I don't think that's a word. But for the amount of embarrassment that I am about to incur, it is today. I'm just oblivious to what's really going on. I'm like, what's up? What's tea? 30 minutes go by. I even get off the train and I kind of lollygag a little bit, take some pictures, because I got there early, so I got like 30 minutes before I go in. So I walk around. I even stopped, because I think it was like a payday. I even stopped and got like a little iced coffee for later, at the little coffee shop on the corner. I go in, the man, the little elevator man, he had already pressed the button. It's me and a couple people get on the elevator. Remember all this. All right. So I'm standing in the elevator. I go up. I get off. And since I've been working there for a while, I even had like a work boo. Is this dude who really checked for me, and quiet as it kept. He really should have been my husband, y'all. He really should have been my husband, but I was playing games. I was young and dumb and full of irresponsibility, right? So this man, who's always checking for me, even to this day, still should have been my husband. We're not gonna talk about it. He was checking for me. So per usual, I say hey to him, but I'm actually about to go to the bathroom to refresh myself. And right before my hand pushes the door in, he like, Josephine. And I'm like, what? What's on your face? And I'm like, what do you mean what's on my face? Other than my beautiful God-given features. What do you mean? He said, you got something on your face, baby. I was like, what? So I was like, boy, I'll talk to you later, bye. I go into the bathroom. I look in the mirror. Child, I got a big ass glob of peanut butter on my chin that I somehow smeared. So it was, I don't know how I did it. To this day, I cannot explain to you how I did it. I was so in the mood. I felt so good. I must have, there was like maybe it was like the last piece and I just ate it and maybe scraped my chin and didn't realize it. I wiped, but when I wiped, all I did was cuff off the bottom part of the peanut butter so the glob was just on my fucking chin. Remember I told you that I put the liner on and put my lip gloss, I checked my face. You know what I'm saying? I was ready for the day. So when I stepped my eager beaver behind onto the train, next to Train Boo, I'm pretty sure he was confused to see a full face as I'm gonna be able to give, with the lip gloss and the liner, shiny lips, because my lips were shiny, with a glob of peanut butter on my chin. And this man said nothing. This man said not a word. And when I tell you, in that moment, I learned two things. One, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I was so thankful that I had the wet wipes on me. However, being preoccupied with my day, had I done another 1, 2, I would have made sure to scoop off the fucking peanut butter on my face. 2, of the entire experience, the universe, God, however you want to identify your ancestors, however you want to identify the forces that help guide you through life. They will always send you somebody that's going to keep it real with you. Okay? Let's rewind, okay? Come walk with me. All right? From the time I left my car to the time I got to the train platform, I was passing people. I got on the train. I was standing next to people. I got off the train. I was walking past people, some that I knew, some that I was familiar with, because as I stated, I've been working in this area long enough to have made some acquaintances. I walked into the posh building, said hey to the dumb man, said hey to the people at the reception counter, said hey to the people coming and going, because like I said, some of these people I work with up on the tippy top floor, no one said anything. The elevator button man didn't say nothing to me. The people on the elevator didn't say anything to me. But the one person that had the courage to say something to me was my what? My work boo. In your life, you are going to have people like Train Boo, and you're going to have people like Work Boo. Somebody that's going to laugh at you and somebody that's going to keep it real with you. Learn the difference. Now, I can admit I was delusional. That man was not checking for me. I get it. Whatever. But you never know. You just never know. Okay? So, moral of the story. Always keep some wet wipes on you. And please, stay prepared to wipe the peanut butter off your face. Okay? There will always be peanut butter. And sometimes you may not be aware about it. And you may get a little embarrassed. But always make sure you got wet wipes to wipe that peanut butter off your face. Okay? With that being said, I think I rambled enough. All right? Let me go ahead and edit this out. Now, LCS. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, share with a friend. TT Josephine is here for you. Now, I have drank this Cafe Bustelo at an ungodly hour. So I am up. I'm up. So let's see if I can get the editing done and then call it a quits. Because tomorrow for me is a good day. It's going to be a good day. For all of us, it's going to be a good day. So feel free to, parlay with me in the comment section, respectfully. And as always, unbuckle your seatbelts. You know, if you've been here before, you could put your little celestial footwear in your customized cubby and come back to it in our next. What is this considered? In our next ride amongst the stars, honey. All right, I gotta go now. Is there anything else I want to say? No, I don't think so. Bye, guys.